And welcome back to another 1v1 game in Steel Division 2. My deck is mostly unchanged. I went over it a few times already since I play Harteneck a lot. The only thing I did is I took out the AT guns to capture this and put in these Panzerschrecks because I wanted to pull my shenanigans, so we'll see how that works out. So I won't spend too much time talking about this deck, I guess. A lot of infantry. I suffer, the thing I'm mostly deficient in is RT, and that's a problem. But yeah, we'll see how it turns out, so I'll be right back in the game. So hello, we're in the game right now. I'm playing Harteneck, and he's playing 44th Guard Strelko. We're playing Vanguard, both of us I think. It's called Vanguard. I'm gonna go fast here, then we're gonna see our deployments. This is a very interesting game, a long game as well. Pretty close, well played by both sides, I would say, although I did some really major mistakes in some parts of my strat, but some of them as well stem from the fact that my deck doesn't have enough RD, and I found that that is a real problem. I might take out the Panzerschrecks and put in the 3 Zis guns that I took out because they really complement Harteneck. And yeah, that's the general idea here. So, most people still play Orsha. I played on the new maps as well, they're quite interesting. And let's go slower. So, let's start with him. On the left side, a bit of an aggressive deployment here. Otherwise, pretty conservative. Has 2 T-34s, what am I talking about? Has guards, has 2 snipers, am I right? No, that's snipers and sappers, and has an M42 which is not moving, which is surely a mistake. Over here we have some troops moving in to this forest and into the village, 2 flamers, M42 AT gun guards, and an SG-43. Over here we have sappers, flames, and 2 Zis guns. I think this is a Zis gun. No, this is like an infantry gun, I think. Something like that. So pretty aggressive deployment here, right into my village. He has M42 AT gun, sappers, T-34, and 2 guards trying to secure this village. Let's look at my deployment right now. To the left over here I have my standard deployment with some close range infantry here, a leader, mortar, a squad blocking off here, and a Panzerschreck that I want to move through to his territory. Over here I have an MG and 2 grenadier squads to block off this area, and a Panzerschreck if he can catch something going down this road. We just have some grenadiers moving into these key positions, with a Hetzer moving to Overwatch. Here we have some MP44 infantry in this house, a leader, a guard squad, a Panzerschreck that's gonna move through, and another MP44 squad over here along with a mortar. So, standard deployment from me, nothing too strange, a bit on the aggressive side over here. So let's see how it goes. My opponent as well, a very good player, very high level. I lost some games to him before. I think I might have won some as well, I don't remember, but I remember losing, so I'm sure about that. Snipers fire. Don't do too much damage though. He has some flames moving into key positions. I'm gonna go slower because there's a lot going on. He has sappers and flamers moving in here. I make a very big mistake here. I tried moving into this house to MG them, but it's too late, and that basically lets him freely roam into the village. And these guys will be caught in between sappers and flamers, which means they won't last long. Here we're just getting into a little bit of an engagement with the stuff that he has already here, not really anything too drastical. I have grenadiers moving through here, and here we almost get burned to a crisp by these flames. I dismount, but still the Reiterführer hasn't caught up. I think it's my mistake, I didn't tell them to get forward, so I move out with these dudes, hoping the MP44s will take them out. So they're doing good damage, although only 2 guys in this squad. He's content with taking this side of the village, so he's staying there. Over here we have our ZSMG firing at the M42. These guys are just chilling. Panzerschrecks have dismounted. I haven't given them orders yet. I mean Hetzer, I'm just gonna call it a Hetzer because that's what it is. I move in planes. These are the infantry guns. I think they are similar to the... no. Well, they're kind of similar to the German infantry gun. It's an infantry gun, I think, or an RT piece, I don't know. So, 13-11, I'm losing. Over here, the MP44 squad is doing a good job at taking these guys out. I can go a bit faster now. This is a long game. Over here, we're getting into an engagement as well, fighting these sappers. Some guards here with their MGs, keeping our heads down. MA-109 strafing something. I think it's the Flamer squad. It's hitting, so that's good, I guess. Big Bulge over here. He is moving into my territory. MP44 squad gets pinned, but the leader is here now. Take out the enemy, take one part of the village as well, although 12-12. T-34 is moving in. Panzerschreck not doing anything. Second Panzerschreck still not doing anything. We're chasing down some Yaks. We shot down one. Flak is moving in, although not the best flak, you know. So we gain some early air superiority this way, shoot down 2 Yaks, which is good. I think we lose one squad here. The right Jaegers are left. These are the guys with the MP40s. The guys with the MP44s have been killed by the guards. So he's doing a pretty good job at keeping me down. Jagdpanzer is fighting an AT gun. Gets loader knockout crit, not good. Over here, he's not trying to attack. Can't attack everywhere, I guess. T-34 is moving in. MA-109 trying to strafe that T-34, but not doing a lot of panic damage. I move in some more flak. Well, that's the flag that I moved in earlier, so never mind. Honest mistake. Grant's trying to hold against all of this stuff. Won't be too successful, especially with these things shooting. Want to kill them as fast as possible, so I see that I have air superiority for now. So I move the MA-109s to strafe these things out. This objective, I can take it. I'm getting pushed back heavily over here. Move in more Panzergrens. I've lost a lot of infantry in phase A, and my deck, as you might have noticed, doesn't have too much infantry. I have infantry, but it's mostly vetted. And if I lose too much infantry in A, I'm in trouble. So here, I get into a fight with 2 Grand Squads. You know how this is going to end. I thought it's only 1 Grand Squad, so I keep them in. Mortar is shooting at presumed enemy positions. We're strafing out these, I'll call them infantry guns. And AT guns, whatever we can get, since we have air superiority for now. He starts moving in AA. So these dudes. It's pretty good AA, I think, actually. So good call there. And a bit of a stalemate. He has 13 objectives, doesn't really need to push anymore. He's still pushing in certain areas like here, where I thought with my plane was helping out, but they lose. So really bad, all engagements went bad for me except maybe for this one, but this objective now I'm surrounded there, can't use these troops. And compare this to some of the allied divisions that I played lately, like Scots, who get 15-point infantry, which is really, you can just bury your enemy in infantry. With the Germans, you have good infantry, but it's not cheap. So still doing some strafing here. The only thing that's keeping me on my toes for now are these planes. And that won't last long. The AA is arriving. Guards get into a position. Hetzer is, well, doesn't want to peek with all the AT guns around. SG-43, I think, I don't know what it's shooting. It's shooting my infantry, yes. So Grand DP won't last long either. Mortar offering some support here. T-34 moving in now, capture T-34. So we're strafing for now, but Yak 3 is moving in. Panzerschrecks are moving through the enemy lines. I have 2 of my Vet 3 Panzergrens here now. They will make short work of enemy infantry, but 2 T-34s are there. Jagdpanzer peeks again, gets some shots on I don't know what, I think infantry for now. I don't know what he's shooting. Nothing yet. I lose another objective. 14-10 now. Losing really badly. Reitjägers move into this forest. I'm hoping that he will move guards in, but he moves sappers in. So sappers, a really good counter to German infantry, because these TNT charges will just wreck you. You know, he loses one squad, but I think sappers are 15 points, so he still comes out on top here. So P Grants, he's trying to get a shot with these T-34s. My T-34 is here. Gets a bit lucky with some shots. Jagdpanzer is shooting these T-34s over there. Turret stuck. These guys are moving through. In the end, you know, it depends if this is worth it. In this particular game, you'll see. Well, don't spoiler, but I'm gonna say I wish I had these as guns. So we're just shooting some sappers over here. This objective is really shaky right now. It's not gonna last long once these sappers move in. So these guys, 4 MP44s, can do some damage. 13-11 still. I'm moving in tanks. I want to retake this village. That's my priority for now. Although we're having a hard time contesting his infantry. We're killing a lot of it, but still. Just moving in more tanks. T-34-85s coming in right now. And I'm an enemy commander all the way back here. I don't know why. Is he buffing the AA gun? I'm not sure what his purpose is here, but there must be some. There's another one here, I think, just buffing the AA, I guess. So T-34s are coming in. Not a lot of AT, I'm sorry, on the field for him. Reiter leader gets taken down. I tell these grants to hide, so no auto cover on these guys. They won't enter the village. Although still, they're in trouble. These guys still holding over here. T-34 is now moving through. Now we have a superior force of tanks here. So this thing's shooting again, shooting at my tanks, I think. It has AP shells. No, it doesn't. Oh, heat and HE, okay. So T-34s will be shooting back. Ersatz MG, I think, yes, I made a mistake with unloading these guys too early, so now they have to walk. Which is bad. Bad place here. But Ersatz MG placed like this can do a lot of work against enemy infantry, so, you know. T-34s move forward. Engage enemy infantry. We have a Jagdpanzer coming in as well. I'm out of infantry right now in phase A. I remember that pretty well, so out of infantry. Which is not good, obviously. These T-34s get line of sight as well, so now we have effectively 5 tanks engaging 2 of his. So the T-34s will get taken out. There we go. Now we can move into the village, although no infantry to exploit it. Now we are entering phase B. Infantry is coming in. Hungarian infantry now moving through. These guys pretty good with a lot of MGs. So for long range engagements. Tanks again trying to do something. I have more infantry moving in here and some, I think, no, not yet. Oh yes, now we have some Reiterjägers coming in as well to contest this village. Phase B hitting for him as well, a lot of tanks coming in, T-34-85s in pairs. 13-11, still losing. So phase B, we're both the strongest in phase A, we're okay in phase B and in phase C, so similar strategies, I guess. Right here, guards trying to peek and get some PTRD shots on the T-34s, but they get panicked. Mortar is shooting, and enemy flamers not doing too much. Jagdpanzer, I don't know what to do with it, so I just keep it back here to see where I will need it. Enemy infantry moving against the objective now. I'm keeping my tanks forward just so he doesn't slip into the village until my guys arrive. I have Reitjägers and Batterieführer as the infantry leader moving in here. Reitjägers dismount here, but mind you, no leader here, so if these guys get panicked, it's gonna be trouble. So there we go, taking some shots on the enemy flames. Taking a lot of morale damage though. We're here moving in against these 3 sappers, they will get taken out. Hungarian infantry moving in as well. We're regaining some ground. He's heavily pushing on this side. My guys have little hope of holding on to that objective. I have a mortar here as well. T-34 is again shooting enemy AT guns. Only an M45 AT gun. Has 100 pen, so you know. I luckily retreat these guys and let my Reitjägers work for now. I'm moving in some AA pieces now. Trying to secure the air superiority I'm enjoying right now. So enemy guards still peeking from that forest, taking some good shots. Front line still in his favor. But it's 12-12 right now, so a lot of enemy forces here. These guys have little hope of advancing. I move in 2 mortars now along with a blitz munition. And my first mistake, well, not my first mistake of the game, but certainly one of the bigger mistakes I made, is putting all my arty together so they can be sniped easily by enemy arty. T-34, I move the T-34 forward, trying to force a way through this village. I don't want to get my infantry surrendered. Now I move my infantry in. So enemy gets taken out. These guys pinned down by a lot of that stuff here. I use my mortars to support my push. A bit of a stalemate here. Automachiki here now. Pretty ugly in close combat. Sappers have a Panzerfaust. Will take out the T-34. I didn't think that thing would survive driving right into the village, but you know, a man can hope. So a lot of enemy troops. My Panzerschrecks are almost in position. Well, one of them is in position. But the Automachiki are looking for it and kill it. I think they took out some transports. So we kind of missed that. They paid for themselves but didn't do any critical damage. With this division, 44th, I mean the most high value thing you can probably take out is a T-34-85, right? So 3 mortars bunched up like this, an inviting target to enemy arty, so big mistake by me here. But I'm using them to clear out these positions so my infantry can advance. If there was more availability, I would have put these mortars out of my deck and took more of these, because they can actually drive away when they're shot. Or here we're getting into a bit of an engagement with the Soviet infantry. The AT gun with its last breath takes out my T-34. Or here I have Reitjägers moving through. I want to take that objective, 12-12. Hungarian infantry doing a good job here now when they're actually not pinned. Mortars are working. His mortars, of course, start shooting at my mortars, which is what you should do, and I should be punished for bunching up like this. 2 tigers on the field right now, moving into some critical positions to do damage. So infantry engaged with a lot of his infantry. Automachiki running to take out that T-34, which they will do. Mortar is doing a good job, but taking a lot of damage by the enemy mortar, as you can see. 2 Automachiki dismount in the face of my infantry and wreck them. I have to move in some MP-44s. Tiger here now just keeping them back. Panzerschreck is almost in position. T-34 gets taken out. The right Jaeger is now advancing into enemy territory. 13-11, slightly losing. So Tiger is just shooting some infantry, that's okay. Over here we have a little bit of an engagement against guards. I have a battery footer here, so these guys won't get surrendered. Some enemy troops surrendering here. I'm slowly regaining control. 13-11 still. Tanks are firing. Now I have the right Jaegers here against two Automachiki. Automachiki are tough squads. You want to be careful there. And they have no leader, so could be problematic. And I'm microing elsewhere, so these guys are just sitting around in a transport, which is the worst thing that can happen. Here we go. Take out one of my squads just by being there. Now I dismount. A little bit of cat and mouse plays over here. That M42 in a good position to take out my tank. There we go, shooter killed. We'll take it out, I think. The Hungarians are making progress. He's moving in rocket planes right now. And I'm moving in ground attack planes. We take out the enemy tank. Rocket plane shoots. Doesn't do too much. Automachiki is still alive. Tiger Führer moving to the village. Tank gets taken out, but the infantry caught up to the M42. 13-11 for me now. I'm slightly winning. I'm trying to take out that thing, but it won't die. My AA is too far away to do anything effective against it, and I think it will get away. This thing trying to shoot some enemy tanks. Gets a shooter killed crit. Enemy L2 goes down. Panzerschreck did some work over here. We missed it, but we can see some transports here. Dead. So they're doing some damage. A little bit of an air engagement over here. My MA-109's fighting these Yaks. Although I have support, but we're kind of out of position. I think we will retain air superiority in the end. Here we go again. I forget to dismount my dudes, but I'm lucky he didn't notice. And again, laziness is the prime thing that loses games. Over here I don't move my mortars, I start shooting again, and that means I will get shredded again by his mortars. I'm pretty confident in my troops here because I move my Tiger, and they should win. Over here we retake the objective. We're fighting guards mostly, which is okay for my MP44 infantry. Some flak moving in again. Enemy tank gets taken out. 13-11, slightly winning. So that 120mm again shooting, of course. So a bit of a lull in the fighting. Automachiki dismount up there, take out my Panzerschreck. Now the main problem he's facing right now are these Tigers. You can't really move through because of them. Moving in more Hungarian infantry. Now it's mostly coming down to infantry fights. That MG is shooting at my Sonderkraftfahrzeug. But that thing manages to panic the enemy MG, I think. MA-109 just strafing stuff, but runs into enemy AA. We take this objective. He's moving in Automachiki again to contest it. He has taken this objective, although he's standing right next to my troops, so I have to move. These things take out my AAPs. I decided it's probably smart to dismount over here before getting sniped by something. Automachiki moving into the forest. Mortar is supporting my troops. More flames moving in. Take out the enemy squad, but these infantry guns hurt. Flamer's now here, which is a problem. I move in MA-109 trying to strafe one of these things out. Mortar is shooting too. Automachiki getting into engagement with the right Jaegers. Not a good engagement for these dudes. So here we go. My squad is melting. Still slightly winning though. Hungarians arrive at the scene. Will do a lot of damage with these MGs. 2 mortars now firing at enemy infantry. These things getting strafed out for the most part. I retreat my Batterieführer. And I will need more infantry up here. I think the mortar is shooting at the Automachiki, yes. Here we go, another mortar barrage taking out my mortar. I really deserve it. Hungarians fighting enemy AT guns, or infantry guns better said. So a lot of his stuff is kind of pinned down for now. Still fighting these Automachiki here, only one squad here, so my guys might pull it off. Another squad moves forward here, peeks. That is a bad decision against these Hungarians with 3 MGs. But they're not taking that much. Oh, the MGs are reloading. Okay, now that's a problem. The MGs were reloading right as they were coming in. Now the fight is starting. Here we go, another of my mortars gets mortared in return. Mortarception. Most of his troops are pinned down for now. The Hungarians doing a good job at keeping them back. MA-109 helping out. 13-11 for me. He's moving in more infantry, more tanks, a lot of stuff coming in. He has a lot of availability, it would seem. Also, even though this is a C-rated division, I see a lot of high tier Soviet equipment moving around. T-3485, Automachiki, all of these things, you know. I try to take that thing out, but my plane gets panicked. I only have 2 of those, so that was foolish. We'll get taken out, I think. No way to survive all that AA, yes. More of these things moving in. Because it was so fun. Tiger is just taking cover here for now. As well as this Tiger Führer. I don't have too many Tigers. I think all in all 4 or 6, I'm not sure. I mean, not on the field, I mean availability. 14-10, he's losing now slightly. Not, I mean, it's an okay advantage for objectives. I'm gonna move faster now because there's not a lot of stuff happening. A lot of infantry moving through here. The Jagdpanzer is keeping them down. Mortar is firing, not hitting much though. I have 2 more right Jaegers moving in. To the right side, he's just preparing another attack. This is the main area where we are engaged for now. Automachiki leading the way. We'll run into right Jaegers. AA does a good job at panicking these guys. So enemy squad gets surrendered. I have another mortar coming in. Or here, another attack on these Hungarians. Sapper is doing a lot of damage to my squads with their TNT. Here we go, these guys are forced to move back. Another right Jaeger is moving in. To the right, Hungarians kinda holding on for now. And he pushes me off a bit. I soft retreat with some of my dudes, although they will catch another TNT charge. Nothing much to do about it, you can't really dodge it. So here we go. They throw the TNT. Pinned down, I'm forced to move in my Batterieführer to fight. Mortar is firing at presumed enemy positions, 14-10. His troops moving through, but stiff resistance by the Hungarians over here. Mortar, I don't know if it's doing anything useful, but it's shelling. Let's go a bit faster. Play the same game over here, use our fighters to support our infantry. A lot of moving around in this forest. He uses smoke to smoke off the Jagdpanzer so he can't shoot the transports that are incoming. There are some Reitjägers here. I have more infantry moving in. Guards get some good shots on the Reitjägers. I move in my AAPs hoping that I can take out the Automacheki, but I think that's a bad idea, so I move back a bit. He's shelling my Tiger, nothing too much happening. Just posturing for another attack, 14-10. T-34 is moving in, Reitjäger is chasing around Soviets in the forest. Here we have another big engagement coming in. Slower, please. So these guys getting pinned by TNT, I think. Only one guy left in that squad. I move in more infantry right now. Jäger Pios now. Now when I start moving in Jäger Pios, that means almost out of infantry. Jäger Pios not too bad for forest fighting because of their geballte Ladung, but otherwise not really performing too well. Guards now in the forest, which makes me happy because I think he is almost out of close combat infantry if he's throwing guards at me. But that isn't true since sappers are coming in again. Reitjäger is moving in. Tiger is engaged with enemy AT gun. Not the smartest way to use a Tiger. And we're chasing around his infantry. I'm really afraid of a Katyusha or something, but I don't know if these guys get them. Probably not. If they got it, he would have showed in. So I'm 42 shooting that Tiger. We're here, we have another engagement. He has a lot of tanks. I'm moving in my ground attack plane to take that thing out. But he dodges it, because I have no line of sight on it and the plane is shooting at the last known position. So now I panic a bit for my Tiger, so I start moving in my whole air force to pin these things down. My mortars will start shooting as well, I guess. So we pin them down a bit. I have to move out before everything gets shot down. Mortars now firing at presumed position. Not really presumed position, we know that they are there. So let's see what effect it has. Nice shot. Take out enemy AT gun. I'm worried about these T-34s over here. Tiger now moving into this position as well. We are in phase C, I think, so 110 income for both of us. 14-10 still, he is losing. Orders firing. And again, more infantry. Sapper, and commander here. Sapper is not so dangerous when it comes to their weapons, except for these TNT charges that just eat infantry. Again, these guys now shooting. I saw that Stuart Baker, so I want to take it out. Although it's too late since it repaired that thing already. Good shot, but didn't take it out, so that was a pointless barrage. Sappers moving through with their frag TNT thingies. I have a lot of infantry in the forest though. Some of them hidden away so he doesn't hit all of them. So Jagd Pioneer is giving them some of their own medicine with the Geballte Ladung here, but still, you know, not enough. Another tiger moving through here. These are all the tigers I get now, I think. So Geballte Ladung is good. These guys not too good in forest fighting though. Have a Leichter MG, have one MP40 only. Some G43s, but these guys not really cutting it in the forest except for the grenades. Now I move my right Jägers in to scare these guys off. Plane is here trying to help. According to 10. These guys won't surrender, so I just let them throw their nades at them. It's better than they throw it at my right Jägers. Stug now moving in as well over here. I sense that this will be the place where the game will probably be decided. My mortars start shooting as well. Tiger chilling over here. With some right Jägers. What the? Well, that was a misclick. So again, I know there are some enemy troops here that they are engaging the Hungarians. Tiger is here. I'm waiting for the Stug. Don't want to advance against two T-34-85s with a Tiger only. Mortars now firing at the enemy infantry. Oh god, I wish I had arty. This game would have been so much easier if I had better arty. So I might put these Panzerstreiks out and put the Zis guns in. We'll see. For now, mortars are firing over here. Do a lot of damage to enemy infantry. I move in my right Jägers trying to push him out of this damn forest. For now, I have infantry, I have Jäger Pyos, I think a lot of them still, but I'm slowly starting to run out of infantry here. Tiger is moving in. There is a single Hungarian in the building here. A lot of Tanko Desatniki now moving in. Close combat infantry, 8 PPSHs. No grenade or anything. We push him out of the forest now. I start moving away because I know this will happen, so he's shooting his mortars at the forest. Tiger is, well, staying here. I guess there is an AT gun here. I move in more Hungarians, trying to stem the tide of Soviets coming at me. 1311. Here we go. It will be pretty hard for him to move these guys. New wave of Soviet infantry coming in. They have the frag HE shells, so that will hurt. Mortars preparing. No, mortars shooting at my mortar. Shooting at my truck and taking it out. Tiger is here. Takes a shot at the T-34, I think. No, doesn't. What is it doing? There's an enemy L2 coming in. Shoots. Hits the Tiger. Panics it. Good place here by my opponent. Tiger now in enemy territory, which is really bad, means it can get surrendered. I tell my Jäger Granatwerfer to shell this area, hoping that I will keep this infantry off. But the T-34 is moving in. Engine destroyed, engine damaged, enemy AT gun shooting, Tiger is down. Good plays by my opponent. Sappers will get killed here, although even if there's one guy here, they will throw their grenade at us, which hurts. Tanko Desatniki taking a slightly different approach to the forest now. 1311. That Tiger is really stupidly positioned right now for some reason. It's showing side armor to the entire Soviet front, which is really smart there. I have Tanko Desatniki transports moving through. These things are so annoying. I try to shoot them with my planes, which I will eventually be successful at, I think. I have to dismount these Jäger Pyos now. Hungarians here again clearing out the enemy infantry for now. 12-12 now. Here we go, we're strafing them out. It's really stupid that the plane isn't like straight out taking the transport out, because this is like, look at this thing. If that would be strafed by a plane, I think it would be done for. And especially since some of these transports can be easily killed. I mean, some units that are more heavily armored get killed by fighter planes. If you watch the last fight I had with the Scots, I strafed out so many Pumas with my Spitfires, so, you know, a Puma is more heavily armored than this thing. So here we go, we have Tanko Desadniki moving in. Another wave of Soviet infantry, I guess. Here we go again. These guys pulling back for now. I'm really annoyed at them at this moment. My tanks are still keeping this position safe for now. At least trying to. I'm waiting for the big Soviet push. Over here we're trying to get to this thing. I even move in a ground attack plane to take out the second one. Or this one. So here we go. We have another round coming in. He's waiting for his leader, but I preemptively attack here. Tanko Desadniki luckily have no grenade, but they're pretty good in close combat. Moving Jaeger piles, moving in everything. I don't have much more infantry. Tiger is getting shot by the Zis. He's not even shooting back. So bad play by me there, I should have noticed that. One Stuck gets taken out by something, I'm not sure what. I think it was that gun, yes, probably. I'm busy here, pushing the Soviets out of this forest again and again. Move in one of my fighter planes to help. He senses weakness over here and moves in infantry, which is what you should do. So here we go, these sappers are getting taken out, 14-10 still. Sappers moving in with their TNT again, will hurt. These guys doing very well against my right Jaegers. I'm actually very surprised that they're doing this good against them. Enemy mortar shooting at my blob, although misses, which is saving my ass right now. Here my Hungarian infantry is getting pushed off. I move in more Jaeger piles, which is about the only infantry I have left for now. This was really okay. I notice after an hour I notice and move it out, but it's still shooting. Well, it's not shooting at the Tiger anymore, I think, or it is. It is shooting at the Tiger and I don't notice, great. Over here we're falling back, getting caught by the enemy mortar. Here's the Henschel again trying to take out these transports. A lot of enemy infantry here, SU-152 here. Jagdpanzer moving in. Again, Soviet infantry, sappers coming. 12-12 right now. My mortar is getting mortared in return. Now I try to mortar his mortars. That was the best sentence I said in a while. Although too late for that. M42 guns, a lot of stuff here. Last of my good infantry going here, trying to salvage this position. I carelessly move my Stuck, which will probably get taken out. I realize that this is probably the only AA he has, so I strafe it down and start moving a lot of stuff in. I want this objective. Sappers added again, 3 squads, that will hurt. I'm ordering his mortar, not doing too much though. So here we go, infantry. Infantry supported by planes. Doing a lot of damage here. We will stabilize this, I think. Another fight with the sappers here. A lot of grenades going in. We're taking out some of his infantry. But I'm running out of infantry as we speak. He even moves in the commander to fight. Have some guys left here. In hindsight, what I should have done is move these guys forward, but I didn't. So we regain this territory. Jagdpanzer shooting the Su-152 takes it out. And a lot of enemy tanks actually here waiting for something. I get pushed out of the forest, but I figure that I can take objectives elsewhere. Over here these Hungarians are hopelessly outclassed against these guards at this range. So I start to bombard them with the remaining mortars I have. We're kind of pinned down over here, but we retook the objective. Reitjäger is fighting MGs. Should be able to take them out. So the forest gets taken. I surrender it. I'm losing too much men. Mortar shooting again. I'm trying to retake that. 13-11. Almost a victory here. 4 minutes left. But I'm running out of forces as we speak. Infantry is now almost not available. I will start moving in recon infantry very soon to fight, which means I'm out. Soviets seem to have a lot more infantry. His stuff isn't so vetted right now. Some of it is, but mostly due to commanders around. I'm pretty confident I can hold this village. Another mistake I make, I move in these guys to fight in the forest. Which, I don't know if it's really a mistake. They could take it, but these guys come in, which will probably turn it into his favor. 85mm AA moving in now. He sees that I'm mostly using my plane. I'm really leaning on my air force right now. Here we go, another forest fight. His mortar is supporting his forces. Although shooting at the village, not really supporting anything for now. We're making some initial progress over here. 3 minutes left here, 13-11. Jagdpyros. I don't know why these guys are not surrendering, I have no idea. They don't have a leader close up, I don't see him. So I don't know what's happening over there. Over here he's moving the T-34-85 to outflank my forces, really nice move. I get over eager here. He starts arting my commander. I'm now afraid that my guys might get surrendered. I'm gonna move the Batterieführer forward. Although my guy's still doing a good job at keeping the enemy forces at bay. To the right there's not much to threaten me. Batterieführer moving in. Here we go, now his tanks are starting to move in. My Batterieführer moving in. I'm trying to win this engagement here. 2 minutes left, 13-11. I'm strafing out AT guns. Mortar is firing at the AT guns as well. A lot of AA here. A bit of a stalemate here. Bad engagement. I move in the Sonderkraftfahrzeug 7-1 AA piece. Trying to block off the enemy infantry. I think is moving through here, but it's a T-34-85, so bad news for that AA piece. 12-12 right now. He starts mortaring my tanks. He sees them. So this thing, I'm trying to shoot the infantry that's coming through, but tada, it's not infantry, it's a T-34. So good night AA piece. Does a good job actually at panicking that thing, but you know. And now for the interesting part of the game. So Tiger and Stog now get the order to move up here, and let's watch this closely. Because I want to see it as well. Tiger E is getting a shot on something. I'm not sure what. We'll see. Shoots at enemy infantry over here. I disabled the HE shells now, I think. I should do it soon. M2A1's moving in. 10 armor piecing on these things. Now watch this. So HE shell still not deactivated. This is bad. So these things have a 50 caliber machine gun on them, I think. Now I disabled the HE shell, so I remember to do it. I have some Kozakin moving in, which is recon infantry, by the way. I'm strafing these guards, don't want them to take the objective. And Tiger and Stug are moving forward to hunt tanks right now. So we retook the forest, there are no enemy troops there. There is a sapper squad moving in. I have more Kozakin infantry moving in. No AT weapons. Get spelling on here from a T-34. Stug shoots. Gets loader killed. Very good. Tiger is moving in, and there is an IL-2 moving in now as well. Stug is firing at something, I'm not sure. IL-2 almost panics my Tiger, but not too bad. Again, they're firing at the T-34 over there, takes it out. We have a Batterieführer here moving in as well. Loader killed here. Stug is turning around slowly. Takes a shot, takes out the enemy T-34-85. Two more T-34-85s moving in right now, and the M2A1s make their glorious appearance right now. So these things, troop transports, and there we go, they start shooting. Bounce, bounce, they do a lot of panic damage though. Tiger misses, bounce, bounce. Okay, what happens here? I want to see what happens. Tiger misses another shot. Crew knockout! Crew knockout by the 50 caliber machine gun. Very nice indeed. They move through, they have already panicked this tank. Again, over here, 50 caliber machine gun shooting a Tiger. Engine damage. 50 caliber machine gun surrenders the Tiger. Second 50 caliber machine gun moving through, relentlessly pounding that Stug, and surrenders it. And that loses me the game. There we go, I have nothing to hold this side with. No more tanks, nothing. He is making a push here as well, which I don't know if I could contain with additional reinforcements. And I asked him, really, did a 50 caliber just like do a bunch of crits on my tanks? And he said yes. And that's it. That loses me the game. I GG out here. I GG out. There's not much to be seen. I'm moving in Spätrupp now because I don't have other troops. I'm trying something, I don't know what, trying to retake these objectives. But I realize over here that I'm hopelessly outclassed now without my Tigers. The Tiger and the Stug could have probably handled everything that he was about to throw here. But with the glorious M2A1's hero vehicles, destroying two of my not cheap vehicles, I think I'm basically done for. And that's it, I surrender. Minor victory for him, of course. He lost more stuff actually, so that's interesting, although we both lost a lot of stuff. Let's see the kills. Sappers did a good job, T-34 did a good job. Nothing, oh, this thing is really good. And M2A1 destroying stuff here, okay. M42 kills 2 Stugs, that's insane. T-34-85 Sappers destroying a lot of my infantry. Where is the thing that surrendered the Tigers? This gun. Stug. Tiger. T-34. Does it even show up? Where is the Tiger? Tiger T-34, 76, Stuck. Tiger is this gun. Jagdpanzer. Tiger, there we go, M2A1 killed the Tiger, M2A1 killed the Stug. So mind you guys, it's still a beta, it's probably gonna get fixed, although I don't think that 50 caliber machine gun should be able to do anything to that Tiger. Maybe tracks, break a track or something like that, but not wound the crew inside. That's just stupid, and I think it does too much. It does too much panic damage. Losses, P-Grants did pretty good. Hungarian infantry doing good. Tiger E doing a good job. Tiger E Führer destroying a lot of stuff. Hungarian infantry again, Right Jäger destroying a lot of infantry. So, good fight. Well played by my opponent. And I guess it was an enjoyable game. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel, because it greatly helps my channel, of course. And I'm gonna see you soon with more 1v1s. So, have a good one.